Kaohsiung Winter Wonderland ends with 6 million visitors. Taichung gas explosion kills 4, injures 37, investigation ongoing. Taiwan Lantern Festival draws 2.2 m, causing severe traffic chaos. Construction site catches fire in South Korea. Top U.S. envoy to meet Russian officials for Ukraine peace talks. London's first Roman basilica found under office basement. Category 5 tropical cyclone slams Australia. Hong Kong's newest panda cub twins naming contest.
Hello, I'm Helen. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It is Monday, February 17, Kosovo Independence Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Kaohsiung's 23-day Winter Wonderland Festival wrapped up on the 16th. Popular characters Chiikawa, Hachiware, and Wusaki bid farewell as fans shouted, "Don't go!" Mayor Chen Chi-mai awarded Chiikawa a Level 3 certification, recognizing its effort. The event drew over 6 million visitors. Investigators suspect the Xinguang Mitsukoshi Taichung explosion caused leaked gas to combust instantly, leaving no burn marks. The blast likely ignited all gas at once, consuming it completely. Officials continue to investigate the exact cause. The Taiwan Lantern Festival in Taoyuan saw 2.2 million visitors on February 15, overwhelming transport systems. MRT A13 halted ticket sales at night and exit took 30 minutes. And 200-meter drives lasted 30 minutes. Crowd trapped at some for 40 to 50 minutes, raising safety concerns. And in global news, according to Busan's fire agency, a fire broke out at a hotel resort construction site in South Korea's port city. Around 100 people were evacuated from the sprawling construction site, where work was ongoing in 3 buildings spanning 12 stories above ground and 3 below. A helicopter was used to pluck some 14 people to safety after they had taken refuge on a rooftop. 6 people were found unconscious on the first floor of the structure, near where fire was believed to have started. All 6 were later pronounced dead at hospitals.
The cause of the fire wasn't immediately clear. A Busan fire agency official said on live television that about 25 people had sustained light injuries, including some due to smoke inhalation. Television footage showed gray-black smoke and flames rising from the site, and a helicopter approaching the building as part of rescue efforts. The fire agency said the blaze appeared to have broken out in insulation materials stored near an indoor swimming pool area on the first floor of one of the buildings. South Korea's acting president Choi Sang-mok ordered all available resources to be used to extinguish the fire.
U.S. officials said Secretary of State Marco Rubio plans to meet Russian officials in Saudi Arabia in the coming days for talks aimed at ending the war in Ukraine. America's top diplomat will be joined by National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and U.S. Special Envoy to the Middle East Steve Witkoff. U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine Keith Kellogg said Washington, Moscow, and Kyiv will be involved in the talks, but Europe was not invited. However, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Kyiv had not been invited to the talks.
Amid European concerns that the U.S. is moving ahead with peace talks with Russia without consulting the continent, Ukraine's European allies will gather in Paris next week for an emergency summit on the war. Also on Saturday, Rubio spoke to Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, reaffirming U.S. President Donald Trump's commitment to finding an end to the conflict in Ukraine. This followed a phone call between Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday, during which the White House shocked its European allies by reviving direct contact with Moscow after a freeze of more than 3 years. After the call, Trump said negotiations to stop the ridiculous war in Ukraine would begin immediately.
An office building from the 1930s in the heart of London was about to be demolished and redeveloped by its owner, until archaeologists unearthed remnants of the city's first Roman basilica in the basement. Built around 1880, a few decades after the Romans invaded Britain, the ancient basilica was part of a wider forum and served as a town hall for Londinium, the city's ancient Roman name. There, magistrates and officials presided over major political, judicial, and commercial decisions. And the Museum of London Archaeology will lead the excavation.
Henderson Schwartz from MOLA said, there could be political discussions happening. It could have been business transactions and big business deals. He added, essentially, it's like shooting forward 2,000 years in time and finding the Speaker's chair in the House of Commons. The discovery, made at 85 Gracechurch Street next to Leadenhall Market, is one of the most substantial pieces of Roman architecture in Britain. Hannah Platts, a lecturer in ancient history and material culture at the University of London, said that the basilica's discovery was hugely significant because it also revealed how the province of Britannia was integrated into the broader Roman Empire.
Australia's Weather Bureau said tropical cyclone Zelia made landfall on its west coast on Friday, lashing the world's largest iron ore hub with heavy rain and wind gusts up to 180 miles an hour. The eye of the storm crossed the coast east of Port Hedland just after 12 p.m. as a Category 5 cyclone, the highest rating on the scale. It then moved south and weakened to a Category 4, sparing the town's population center from its most destructive winds. Meteorologists have warned a rainfall of up to 12 inches in Western Australia in the next 24 hours.
A forecaster with Australia's Bureau of Meteorology said, this is a very dangerous system that will cause significant impact and is causing impacts as we speak. Cyclone Zelia is the most severe storm to hit the Pilbara coast since Cyclone Ilsa in April 2023. The Bureau warned that the system could bring record-breaking rainfall to the resource-rich region in the state of Western Australia, with nearly 12 inches of rainfall expected in the next 24 hours and up to 20 inches over the next 3 days. Port Hedland's port, the world's biggest iron ore export point, closed on Wednesday, while the ports of Dampier and Varanus Island, a gathering and processing hub for oil and gas, were shut down on Thursday evening. Cape Lambert was also shut.
The Panda craze has once again gripped Hong Kong as residents compete to name the territory's first locally born giant panda cubs, who just turned 6 months old. The competition to name the twin cubs, born on August 15, launched on Saturday following a celebratory ceremony attended by Hong Kong leader John Lee and other officials at Ocean Park, the theme park that houses the twins, their parents, and 2 other giant pandas that arrived from mainland China last year. Residents can submit their suggestions via the park's website.
Lee said the southern Chinese city now has the largest number of pandas in captivity outside mainland China, and the cubs' names will be announced in the first half of this year. The pair, currently identified as elder sister and little brother, will make their public debut on Sunday and meet visitors for 5 hours daily. Those who want to spend time with the cubs outside regular visiting hours, before the park opens, can pay 1,500 Hong Kong dollars. The birth of the baby pandas last year made their mother, Ying Ying, the world's oldest first-time panda mom. Officials have encouraged businesses to capitalize on the panda craze to seize opportunities in what some lawmakers have dubbed the panda economy.
The answer for last Friday was B, saddened. The news of the accident, which caused widespread damage, saddened me deeply, as I knew some of the victims personally. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Top U.S. envoy to meet Russian officials for Ukraine peace talks. Number 1, commitment. 承诺,投入. She showed great commitment to her job by working late every night. Number 2, summit. 高峰会,顶峰. World leaders gather for the summit to discuss climate change. Number 3, ally. 盟友,支持者. The country formed a strong alliance with its ally to ensure security. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. Kosovo Independence Day is a vibrant celebration filled with national pride and unity. The day marks a significant moment in Kosovo's history when it declared itself an independent country. The celebration honored Kosovo's journey to becoming a sovereign state. After years of conflict and struggle, Kosovo declared independence, which was a dream come true for many of the citizens. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Helen, your host. I'll see you next time.